In this video, I'll show you how to avoid the dark side of Miami, a city that receives millions of visitors every year and that is full of traps for unsuspecting tourists. Discover the secrets that Miami has to offer beyond its superficial glitter. We'll also explore how immigration has transformed the nightlife and customs of what is possibly the most fun city in the United States. The city that beats with the heart of diverse cultures, from the unparalleled energy of its nightlife to the vibrant Latin clubs, Miami offers you a cultural experience that you simply can't miss. The real Miami is much more than a vacation city and goes beyond its white sand beaches and bustling nightlife. It owes much of its charm to the influence of the immigrants who have arrived in the last 40 years. These groups, coming from different parts of Latin America and the Caribbean, have contributed enormously to the cultural richness of the city, leaving an indelible mark on its urban landscape and on the daily life of its inhabitants, where every corner tells a story, where the flavors, sounds, and colors intertwine to create a unique and unforgettable experience. In Miami, the whole world is in one place. While cities like New York and Los Angeles are known for their nightlife, Miami has a charm that sets it apart. While New York can be frantic and cosmopolitan, and Los Angeles focuses on the entertainment scene, they don't have the wilder Latin touch that characterizes the nights of South Florida. An important fact, bars and nightclubs in Los Angeles close at 2 a.m. and almost all places have a last call at 1 a.m. So if you're into going to bed early, Los Angeles is your city, but Miami offers a perfect combination of relaxed atmosphere, vibrant nightlife, and schedules that in many places extend until almost dawn. The influence of immigrants can be seen in every corner of Miami, from the colorful murals on the streets of Winwood to the tempting aromas that emanate from the Cuban restaurants in Little Havana. But it is in the nightlife where this diversity is most palpable. The Latin clubs, with their contagious music and cozy atmosphere, are the epicenter of Miami's nightlife, attracting people of all backgrounds to celebrate together the cultural richness of the city. According to recent data, more than 60% of Miami's population is of Hispanic origin, which reflects the overwhelming influence of Latin culture in the city. In addition, it is estimated that every year thousands of immigrants arrive in Miami in search of new opportunities, enriching even more the social and cultural fabric of the city. In short, the influence of recent immigrants in Miami is undeniable and essential to understand the true essence of this vibrant metropolis. Their legacy will last in the streets of the city and in the heart of those who call it home. In the dazzling landscape of Miami, where the sun kisses the sand and the waves caress the coast, there is a hidden world, far from the tourist traps and the typical destinations. For those who crave an authentic experience, diving into the lesser-known corners of the city is essential. These hidden gems, frequented by locals looking for authenticity, offer a deeper insight into the real Miami, where culture and fun intertwine in a dance of colors and flavors. Within the tourist areas, prices can be up to 2 or 3 times higher than in other places in the city. However, venturing outside the tourist radar can offer much more exciting experiences and at a fraction of the cost. It is in these places where the real Latin party comes alive, where the laughter is more authentic and the music sounds with more passion. In places like Winwood Arts District, during the day street art comes alive on every corner, with impressive murals that tell stories of love, hope, and resistance. At night, being a trendy area, it offers dozens of places to have fun. Here, among the colorful streets, you can find local bars and restaurants that offer an authentic Miami experience, away from the crowds of tourists that invade South Beach. Another destination off the tourist radar is Little Havana, a piece of Cuba in the heart of Miami. Here, the aroma of Cuban coffee and cigars mixes with the sound of salsa music that emanates from the local bars and clubs. In Little Havana, visitors can enjoy authentic Cuban food, dance to the rhythm of Latin music, and immerse themselves in the rich Cuban culture that has left an indelible mark on the city. But the real magic of Miami lies in the diversity of its people and the mix of cultures that can be found on every corner. In places off the tourist radar, such as Hialeah and Kendall, you can experience the true essence of Latin culture, where the traditions of Cuba, Argentina, Brazil, Peru, Colombia, and many other countries of America intertwine. Here, in these places off the tourist radar, the real Latin party comes alive. The local bars and clubs are the stage of endless nights of dancing and fun, where the music sounds louder and the joy is contagious. Locals and visitors come together to celebrate life and unforgettable moments in an atmosphere of authenticity and camaraderie. Tourist traps in Miami. What you need to know before visiting the south of the Sunshine State, Miami. Like any tourist city, behind the shiny facade, there are some traps that visitors should avoid. Here I present you the most common and dangerous ones. Tourist restaurants can be a trap for unsuspecting travelers. Located near popular attractions, they often have menus without visible prices. At the end of the meal, tourists are surprised with exorbitant bills for mediocre dishes. For example, on Ocean Drive, Miami Beach, they are experts in creating an attractive appearance that attracts visitors, but the bill can be a shock. To avoid it, do some research before entering a restaurant. Read online reviews and look for authentic places frequented by locals. For example, exchange euros for US dollars at the airport's exchange stores can be expensive due to high commissions. Tourists often get less for their money. Use local exchange houses, credit or debit cards for international transactions, and avoid unnecessary fees. Transportation services can also be a trap. Some taxi drivers can take unnecessary detours or charge excessive fees. Drivers can also take advantage of unsuspecting tourists. For example, a taxi driver who takes you on a longer road to increase the fare. To avoid it, use reliable transportation apps and check the routes before getting into the vehicle. Street vendors offer tickets for attractions or tours at low prices, but they are often resellers of a timeshare property company, and to go to the event they will force us to participate in endless meetings. Buying tickets for a VIP tour that turns out to be a disappointing experience is a common trap. To avoid it, buy tickets only on official sites or through recognized agencies. Miami is a set of mini cities like Miami Beach, Hialeah, Kendall, South Miami, Daral, etc. Each one has its own characteristics. Most of them can be considered very safe, especially compared to the problems that cities like New York or San Francisco have today. But before exploring them at night, do a good search on the internet to find out if it is safe to carry out your plan. The most dangerous areas of Miami are Overtown, Liberty City, and Little Haiti. These areas are far from the usual tourist places, so it is unlikely that visitors will find themselves there. However, if you need to go to these areas, it is better to do it during the day and in groups. In general, crime in Miami has decreased in recent years. In 2020, the violent crime rate in Miami was 4.5 per 1,000 inhabitants, while the non-violent crime rate was 32 per 1,000 inhabitants. Although these figures are relatively low, it is important to keep in mind that crime can occur anywhere and at any time. Therefore, it is important to be alert and take security precautions. In short, for those looking for an authentic experience in Miami, staying away from tourist traps and venturing off the radar is essential. Here, in places where culture and fun intertwine in a dance of colors and flavors, you can discover the true essence of the city and live moments that will last forever in your memory.